What can I say? What can I say? Die another day. Wow. This is a mixed one. It's a mixed one because this one will have to be a rant and a review. Now, some people say that a fine wine ages well with age, so it aged well with age, right? That's the old saying goes. It aged well with age. On the other hand, this film does not. It does not. Now, the reason why I did The World Is Not Enough and I offended The World Is Not Enough and I did an half a big rant on it and I offended that movie and I offended it or not because it was the last, I say it again, it was the last movie what had practical stunts, practical explosions, practical action. Excuse me, dog barking. It had practical stunts, practical explosions, and everything practical. Okay. Okay, there's a bit where you've got an air doctor chasing Pierce Brosnan, CGI chainsaw, and it's flying about and it looks shit. That's the only bit I remember right it had CGI. That was the only bit what had shit at CGI. The rest of it was practical. And it had explosions, had real action, real stunts, real everything. This was the downfall for Bond. In my eyes, this was the downfall for it. There are some good bits, don't get me wrong. There are some good bits, but there are some bits I think are a piece of dog shit. And I'll say why. I'll say why. And that's the dog stop barking. Even the side effects on a little dog. There's a case was done to shut up if I would and shut up barking. Right, where was that? So the good bit, I like the new opening. You get do, you know, the famous gun barrel opening. I do like the bit where Pierce Brosnan shoots and you get like a 3D bullet and it fires out at you in 3D with the 3D blood. I do like that. I thought that was like a bit cool. But then the down is you get CGI surfing Bond. You get these people surfing CGI. Can't do anything practical these days, and this was the downfall of it. You got it, and it's wobbling about in, it's wobbling about there, and it doesn't even look fucking natural, and it looks laughable. People can make fun of the last Bond movie Roger Moore did, that being A View to a Kill. You know the bit where he's on the thing and he's on the street soap and you got the song by the Beach Boys. The surfbirds go to Deptford and they never go away. Remember that scene in A View to a Kill? I'm actually expecting them to play that song because it looks so fucking laughable. I mean, I'm expecting it for them to play that song from A View to a Kill, the scene where Baltimore's on the street soaps. I'm expecting them to play that song. Well, the surface come to Deptford and I never go my way. With Roger Moore, that went because Roger Moore always added a bit of humour in his films. But for fucking Pierce Brosnan, I'm sorry, it doesn't gel. Even using old fucking words here, doesn't fucking gel. And it just looks shit. Don't do it. It just looks stupid seeing a fucking CGI Bond rubbing about. It doesn't even hold up in age. It didn't even back then in 2002. It didn't even then. So then you've got him using explosives. Technically, he doesn't have to Daisy B. He's dealing with these Chinese war fucking people. He gets out of Dodge, but he gets captured. And I do like the idea he gets tortured. That makes it a bit more realistic to what you normally see in Bond. Then you get a date song by Madonna, Die Another Day. I love Madonna. She was dating her heyday when she sang Like a Virgin or when she sang other songs in that era. Like Material Do and all that. And yeah, I remember talking about Body of Evidence. I do admit it's got a nice pair of tits on her. But she must be the most arrogant fucking person going. Arrogant in it. She even appears in the film. There's a scene where they're sword fighting and she makes a disappearance, Madonna. I'll do it it's like different to see her sing. It's not really unique. You look at Cena Easton, she appeared in a music video as well as sang to the film. But it's the best to see Madonna trying to fucking do her acting today in a little rolling, dying off a day. This face looks normal, I would say, if it's had a stupid fucking facelift. You get a car in it goes in riffable. Now, people say the car what flew in the air in Man the Golden Dun was over the top. This is right. Let me show you something. This is from a video. This is called The Spy Who Loves Me. By game, my favourite Bond, Roger Moore. None says Pierce Brosnan. He's not doing a bad job for what he's doing. But I love this film. Everything practical. You got a practical fucking car, an Auto Lotus, mogul shot, a date scene where it's underwater. I love the music in it. I love it. It's fine to pedos. This car goes in riffable. What the fuck? It goes fucking in riffable. Now, people thought the Auto Lotus was over the top. Yeah, when it's underwater and it's firing missiles. Yeah, that's fucking sci-fi over the top. But in real life, this car, the Auto Lotus, which is a little bit there, that was a real car that could float on water. Everyone knows the history of the Auto Lotus. They know it was a real car that could float on fucking water. What is with these fucking dogs barking? Right? It was a real car floating on water. This car went in riffable. I do like the fact that R comes back, which is sad. It's his last role as R, because this film bombed. Like most of the base Boston and Bond movies, that made big dollops of money, this one bombed. And I could see fucking why. It was sort of sad in one way. When people went to License to Kill, this one did bomb. Made money grossingly and then in sales, and after this went on, it did not age well in Rhine. That's what I mean. It did not age well in Rhine. You could get Ali Barry in it, and that's another bit I do like. I love Ali Barry. Very, very attractive. Stu is an attractive woman. Definitely got a nice figure. Definitely got a nice pair of personality. And I do like the bit he's on the iron. You do get a character similar to Felix. He smokes cigars and he drives like a Porsche and everything. I like his character. It's like, you know, more like a version of James Bond. You know what I mean? I do like that. I like that idea that they get Bond out of being tortured and he's in a coma. I felt a little bit there, it's so fast bats of all his fences because he's supposed to be dying, but he doesn't. He comes round and he escapes, and then M sort of puts him on another mission. So them bits I didn't really mind, but then there's bits where it's hard to copy the world is not enough. You've got Harry Bella. Surprise, surprise, he's working for the Secret Service. Sounds like the dude that was in the last Bond movie, the one with the nice big pair. Then you've got another dude, you think she's a secret agent helping Bond out. Surprise, surprise, she's working for the enemies. Was that not also in the world is not enough? So it's hard to copy that. But then you find out one guy was a tiny guy who got killed with a father. He had a facelift. And this is a bit where it becomes a remake of Diamonds Are Forever. I swear, this fucking film becomes a remake of Diamonds Are Forever. It has a big dock of satellite disc. Surprise, surprise, CGR. With big fire burning out. How the fuck this doesn't destroy Earth? Never mind the fucking ozone layer. It's a big laser, firing out, burning up ice. Bonds on the fucking car. I love the car. It's like thing. It works in a sci-fi, but in a Bond. If people thought the Auto Lotus was over the fucking top, did they really not see this fucking film? And it just copies Diamonds Are Forever. Remember the scene where Blowfield has a satellite disc and there's a laser coming down? But the thing is, that was practical. That was mogul work. That was stop motion. In this, it's CGI. And the thing is, what's so laughable is, Diamonds Are Forever was in what, 1971? That looks, the effects in that looks better than the effects in this. They look better than an old fucking film from 1971 looks better than a fucking film from 2002. What the fuck? And it's just a remake. That scene with the satellite disc, a laser coming down. You don't tell me that does not copy Diamonds Are Forever, with Blowfield as a satellite disc. But the thing is, that was more believable than this shit. I always thought that was over the top and shit in Diamonds Are Forever, but after looking at fucking Die Another Day, that scene in Diamonds Are Forever looks fucking better than Die Another Day. And that's what I mean. There's a bit where Bond's jumping out. He's surfing now on ice. And if I've not played that song again from fucking Future of Kill, the East End Boys, the Nowhere, the fucking Beats Boys, right? And he's on a surfboard with a parachute, CGI, it's wobbling about. It looks so fucking laughable. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Danny's got a real car chase scene in it with real missiles. I'll give it that. But that scene where he's surfing and he's wobbling about, it just does not hold up. This is why I'm not a lover of CGI. When you go to Bond movies like The Spy Who Loves Me, with real car chase scenes, real explosions. You go to Diamonds Are Forever, even though that was never one of my favourite Bond movies, I respect it after seeing this. With a stop motion, mogul work, laser will look more believable than this. The laser's like burning out everywhere. It's burning out everywhere. Doesn't even look realistic. Annie Berry gets taught. She gets tattooed, I get it right. Then she gets tortured. But then Bond comes out to save the day. Talk about son and father love. The bad guy kills his fucking son, right? Then he's fighting on this airplane. Then they get out. The baddies get killed. They go on this 5-day airplane. Again, sort of top it a little bit from The Living Daylights. Remember the scene in The Living Daylights where Timothy Dalton, as Bond's got to get out and he uses a truck. It kind of reminds me of that. Only this time they use a mogul airplane. Again, CGI. It's flying about and the rings stuff wobbling every fucking there. Ooh. He sets the scene to the Bond girl, the snog, the shag, end of movie, and end of my patience, because everything in this film is CGI, or it's hard to copy from other Bond movies. I say it again, the satellite disc, copies from Diamonds Are Forever. The idea where, how can I put it, the scene where the fucking jumped out the airplane, same idea from fucking The Living Daylights, and I thought The Living Daylights was fucking better. The fucking scene with the car, fucking invisible. It's a cool car, but invisible. What the fuck? And it's sad in one way, because this film Bond decided to stop doing the Bond films. It was only into what? 2006. They decided to resurrect Bond, decided to say bye-bye to Pierce Brosnan. I'm not sure if Pierce Brosnan wanted to do it or decided to call it a day. And they altered it to Channing Tatum as Bond. But it doesn't hold up. The CGI looks like shit. The villains, they try and copy things from the 60s. And I'm sorry, in 2002, we're not in the 60s. I love Sean Connery, but that's like saying I love what's in Adam West as Batman. You cannot make something like the 60s. It's a different era. It's a different time. It just doesn't hold up. But I'd give it a 2 because there are some bits I like in it. The song's not too bad. I like the bit with the 3D bullet firing out. I like that little touch. Annie Berry looks fucking gorgeous. Madonna, I like Madonna, even though I felt she was a bit too arrogant, dying in the fucking film. So I was singing, die another day. I do admit, I like looking at Madonna then. She looked normal looking before she had a fucking facelift, what makes her look like a fucking nerd. I do like them little touches. I like the bits where Pierce Brosnan's still not doing a bad job. I don't think he's doing a bad job, but what they did for him to do, the CGI fucking parachute, the CGI fucking surfboard, fucking CGI explosion, the CGI fucking helicopter spinning around looks fucking laughable. A storyline so over the fucking top, it makes even the Bond films from the 60s look like a masterpiece. It's not one of the best. It's not one of the best. I can definitely see why it took them this to make a new Bond movie and reboot the franchise. And even then they're fucking stupid. Oh, let's get a woman actress as James Bond. They never read the Ian Fleming books. I'm not oministic. But as Roger Moore said in Food to a Kill, women's lip. At the end of the day, it does not go with a character who is a womanizer, one beautiful brunette in one arm and a fogged martini in the other, a guy who's a spy, lifts on the heads, thinks fogged martinis, lives a dangerous job. Sorry, but to change it to a woman is being disrespectful in Ian Fleming's book. You can do it on Doctor Who, that's fair enough, that's sci-fi. On the fucking book, what Ian Fleming did, not really. And this, also not really. The CGI doesn't hold up, the story's over the top. That's why it'd have to be a rant and a review. It'd have to be. But until then, be smart, be safe. See you later.